Hey guys, what's going on? ToughKing56 here, back to continue my Let's Play of Wanderstop. Welcome back to a very different Wanderstop than most of yesterday's episode. However, yesterday we sat at a bit of a shrine, and, well, some things changed. Nanas? Well, today we have a lot of things on our list, one of them being figure out what the hell happened, grow some new things, meet our next customer, and we'll go from there. So, let's figure it out. Hello? Shoo shoo! Be gone with you! What? You heard what I said. I don't need eavesdropping from the competition. Competition? Damn Skippy, you probably thought you were the only merchant in these woods, didn't you? Well, guess what? Some of us are doing real salesmanship out here. But no, you have a problem with the basic tenets of healthy market competition. You think nobody else has the right to do honest business, right? Isn't that what you think? No. Of course that's what you think. You want all the profits for yourself. I'm pretty sure everything here is free. There are no profits. Huh, that's what you want me to believe. But I'm not worried. Once I set up shop, it's over for you and your little socialist utopia. What exactly do you sell? I bet you'd like to know that. I bet you'd love to have the edge on me. Well, tough tooties, I'm not falling for what do you sell ever again. Wanderstop is a tea shop, so if you don't sell tea, we're not competitors. Oh, suddenly Miseducated over here knows all about economics. You want to know what I offer customers? It's simple. Firm products, higher prices, harsh, unasked for life advice. All that and a smack in the head on your way out. And typically, you have to offer something they want. Shh, that's a coward's business plan. Nobody wants a smack in the head. That's why you have to sell them on it. You have to stop thinking about what the customer wants and start focusing on what you want them to want. If you have even sneezed on a business textbook, you'd already know this. Alright, so let's hear your sales pitch for getting smacked. Trying to steal my secrets again. You're good. You're real good. I like your moxie. I'm gonna enjoy running your little enterprise into the ground. Now get your buzzing face out of here and let me set up shop. Would you like a tea while you set up? Hell no, I don't want tea! Okay. I like her theme. The chip tunes are really nice. Whoa. What? That was so fast! What does it say? Just die? I really like that. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so we have a few things we need to do to set up here. So let's fill up our watering can. Let's get to doing some combos of the large hybrids. And then we'll just kind of see what we need to be doing to grow things. So, alright, let's start. Actually, we don't want the shroom here. Actually, you know what? No, we don't. We're fine. Let's start by yellow seeds. So, the question is going to be, do we actually remember how to do this? It seems that we do, so that's a boon, if you will. Beautiful. Okay, good. We got some yellow hybrids, so let's see what our guide has to say. Okay, small hybrids. Burn of 10 angles, something maybe to work on, as well as the Scalvichits and the Quowu bush. Okay. So obviously we have to combo these with pink and blue, I'd imagine. So let's water these while we can. I know it's kind of exhausting the pollen, but we do need these eventually to try to get some of the good stuff. So let's work on the small hybrids first. And we'll just do our best to scale up from that. Beautiful. Okay, so We got the Scalvichich, maybe? Maybe that's what I'll call it? I don't know. That's okay. I promise. Okay, so we've done that. We need to do the blue next. Okay. This, like I said, this will help us scale up, so I'm just perfectly fine doing that. Hoping to get a good amount of blue from this plant. Okay. Not bad, right? Not bad. The Fern of 10 Angles is next. So now we want to do the Myrian Wisps. I like the S's into the microphone, as always, right? Like, it's going to be a good day when you're S'ing into your microphone. So we do blue flank. We'll do the blue flanked. He who is drawn simply to what is needed to what is not realized. I'm not really sure what that means, but you know what? It's provocative. Okay. Running out of water here, which is fine with me. Fine with me. Oh, more? Thank you. Hear me spamming the button there. My apologies. I'm not trying to hurry. I'm really just very excited to grow more stuff, to be honest with you. You know, it's been a minute since we've focused on planting and harvesting. All of our hard work early enough led to us being pretty set up for good. So, oh yeah, let's go check here. We did the Devil Hair Fern, which is very, very pretty actually, IMO. So now we'll do the Myrian Wisps. So let's do... Is it gold flanked by red or red flanked? I think it's pink flanked by yellow. If not, we just grow it again. Like I said, it's no big deal, as you know. Water away. Oh my god, that is a pretty white, and I love the bamboo base. Oh, beautiful plant. Look at that. The Myrian Wisps. There we go. So now we have some large hybrids to make, as you can see. We can start with the basics. We'll go with the Wailing Fruit here. Taste of ginger and well-worn leather. Consumption tends to make one overly confident in their ability to do math. Okay. We have the Biteberry Tree. Completely tasteless. Returns your thoughts to a time of innocence. And, oh my god, there's so much more. Hold on. We have the Messberry, a taste that is impossible to quite place no matter how hard you think about it or what you compare it to, known to infuriate some. And then we have the Pale Melon, an overwhelmingly potent taste, rich with cinnamon, causes temporary amnesia if you drink it too fast. And then the Snock Cones, they're noted for relieving physical pain when eaten. Tastes like citrus milk and whatever you most frequently ate for breakfast as a child. Those all sound kind of good to me, honestly. So let's do yellow surrounded by yellow. I know we're kind of using a lot to make these, but I think having one of each fruit is going to be important going forward. So we need to prioritize that. Oh my god, it's so pretty. You know I'm down. Not the most pollen-filled plant in the world, but totally fine with that. Let's do yellow surrounded by probably pink. We'll do, you know what, we'll do blue first because it's more in order. Oh, I love it. I'll take one of each. Put that right in the bank. All right, we'll do yellow surrounded by pink. I keep doing the wrong sequence of events. My apologies. All right, we'll do this here. Should be good. Oh my god. These new plants are amazing. I love them. Okay, so we've done a few. Got the snot cones out of the way, the wailing fruit, the biteberry tree. So now we just need to blue surround by yellow and pink surround by yellow. So that I think is very doable. Minus the fact that we need a little bit of water to do so, but hey, I'm fine with that. You're fine with that. We're locked in. Ain't nothing wrong with a little water. We all knew that there would be growing to do once we saw that all of our trees were gone. So let's see. Let's remind ourselves we get blue surrounded by yellow and pink surrounded by yellow. So let's use what we have here actually. And maybe we'll see if this works. It'd be kind of a nice little shortcut. A very nice shortcut. Oh my god, look at those. I love them. Ah. Okay. I can't remember which one's the blue mate. It doesn't matter. We're doing... I keep forgetting. Okay, blue surrounded by yellow. Fine, fine, fine. So let's do it. We'll do it right this time. All the inputs will be perfect. We're not going to pull out our watering can until we need it. Oh, my lord. Oh my god, those berries. Gimme, gimme. Oh, the mess berries are so pretty. Okay, so we've completed our large hybrids again. I can't wait to put my name on the field guide, right? Like, eventually we're going to be able to put our name on it. Anyways, what do we... Do we want to make tea? Do we want to... We probably need to collect leaves, right? Like, without a doubt, we need leaves. I think there was a tea ball in the thing. I can't remember now. That's okay. Plenty of time to do what we need to do. Right around the outskirts. Would love to catch some butterflies. I don't mean that in a bad way either. Oh! Once again, I don't think it's a bad idea to have some mushrooms on hand. You never know. Got a full basket. Give ourselves a quick sprint. While these are drying, I can certainly talk to Nana again. Maybe she'll be open to some tea. Yeah, there was a tea ball here. Perfectly fine. Just seeing if anyone else is around. I'm not surprised that nobody else is around. Okay. Just making sure. Still got some stuff around here. Wait, did the book change? The book changed. What? Wait, that's weird. No ladder here to climb down. Of course, of course. It'd be nice to climb on the roof, right? There's, like, more stuff on the roof. At least it looks like it. Alright, well, while our tea's drying, like, you can get the lighted arrows. I love it. What the hell? How'd you get set up so quickly? That's right, that's right. We are open for business. Are you ready for profits? Are you ready for marketing? Are you ready to get your face kicked in with savings? Then come on down and see Nana, losers. Well, alright, here I am. And what of it? What can I buy? I'm ready to see the shop. Ready to confront the crushing boot of competition? Fine by me. Behold, consumerism. Wait, she has like nanobucks? I love this. Okay. My mug. I like the little meow meow. I got no money. Damn it. Yes, what is it? What does this icon mean? Is this your face? You can't possibly be this dense. Those are nanobucks. That's how much they cost. Okay, fine, but I don't have nanobucks. I've never heard of a nanobuck. Never heard of a nanobuck? How are you a small business owner? The nanobuck is the international currency. The nanobuck is the gold standard. I think you're making this up. I am not making this up. How dare you accuse me of deceit? That's it. You're going to make me... Where is it? Here we go. Professor Currency's All-in-One Book of Economics, Volume 1. This is infant stuff. It's pathetic that I even need to give this to you. Well, you're an infant. Alright, thanks, Nana. I'll use this information to crush you. With Volume 1? You wish. Let's talk when you're at Volume 12. Now that's economics. Volume 12. Ugh, I still have nightmares about Volume 12. How about if I sell you something in exchange for nanobucks? Eh? You're talking about a barter? Sure. I'll bring you something and you can buy it off of me. Let's see this thing first, Missy. I'm committing to nothing until it's in front of me. Alright, I'll bring you an item. Just give me a minute. Not yet. Ooh, 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 ooh. Who is this? A new person. These, are these like sweepable? They look sweepable, right? They look different. Can we try sweeping them? I guess not. Anyways. Whoa. This dude is cool. Let's talk to him. A fine day to you. Hi, this is Wanderstop. It's a tea shop. You don't say. How marvelous. A cup of tea sounds most restorative, but I would ask that you first allow me a moment of rest. On a journey such as mine, one's strength must be minded carefully at all times. Rest is the utmost priority. Once I'm recuperated, you can be certain we will discuss tea at length. Are you a fighter? So you've noticed, I'm indeed a warrior by trade. Currently in my second year fighting for the minor circuit, and none too upset with my record. Would you allow me a small moment to boast? Perhaps you recognize my mask. It was a gift from the Vindian Empress, given only to the warriors she sees as most honorable. Those who seek honor and respect in combat rather than victory alone. She saw this in me. I carry her blessing everywhere, on my body and in my heart. I'm a fighter too. Truly? Why yes, now that I'm paying attention, I see the poise and balance in your stance. Of course I see it clearly now. Another warrior like myself, here in the woods. It is fate that brings us together, yes? Surely it is. Please, tell me a tale of combat. I wish to know of your journey and your strengths. Well... I used to be undefeated in battle. Ah, yes, I can recall my own first loss. An educating time. Well, I didn't really lose. It's more like... okay, this is a weird question. Have you ever suddenly lost your strength for no apparent reason? Like, it just sort of left you? This is unfamiliar to me. I've never felt disconnected from my power. Oh. I guess I can tell you about it. I've spent the last 8 years doing tournament fights in the combat arena. Wait. No. Alta? I'm sorry, do we know each other? You are the warrior Alta? This is you? Yes. My heavens. My heavens! What a beautiful and surprising world we live in. The warrior Alta is before me, the strongest fighter of the modern era. You know me? Know you? I've been to see you fight. Twice! I saw you at the Royal Arena 3 years ago. It was... how do I say? It changed my life. Truly. In fact, because of that fight, I began using a false advance in combat. I had only ever been using a serpentine advance, but the false advance gave me more flexibility when disarming opponents. Oh wow, the serpentine advance is still most effective at safely closing. I've often followed with false advance with a quick weight shift. I fought a guy once who used literally nothing but serpentine. I like this last one. I try to ease into the opponent's offhand if they're armed. Interesting. What do you gain from shifting the weight? Ooh, if I don't have the reach advantage, it lets me approach easier. It feels right, I guess. It gives me a way to muddle the opponent's weapon focus. Ah, interesting. I will have to try it for myself. Oh, and the second time I saw you, it was just last fall. You fought Lady Ash in Speria. Right, yes, I remember. That was a good match. Please, do not ply me with your false modesty. You wiped the floor with her. She actually would have been fine if she knew to switch stances. Perhaps, but the advantage was obvious. Your movement simply could not be matched. And now I've run into you purely by fate. Here! In the middle of nowhere. And you're running a tea shop, is that right? Just briefly, I'll be back to fighting soon. Ha! Warrior Alta, I am astounded once again by you. You have discovered a new form of training in the most unconventional location. Making tea! I never would have thought to try it. What new abilities will this unlock for you in combat? Does it strengthen poise, or is it mental training? No, wait, don't tell me. I only wish to see the results. You surpass us all once again. I am stunned, but not surprised. Thank you. Oh, my apologies. I never introduced myself. My name is Wren. I have come to these woods seeking personal growth to find new strength. Meeting you has affirmed that I am walking an honorable path. I hope your journey goes well. My journey is taking the course it must take. I need only surrender to it. And of course, the journey has led me here to you. The world turns with purpose, it seems. I guess. Well, let me know if you want tea. Tea, of course. In all the excitement, I'd nearly forgotten. Yes, let's have a cup. You don't need to rest first? How can I possibly rest? I am flush with enthusiasm. No, a cup of tea right now sounds perfect. Sure. What would you like? I must say, meeting you here has reminded me of the passion I felt in my youth. Back then, the world felt spontaneous and alive. True gifts of surprise and delight feel rarer and rarer to come by as I get older. But seeing you here has felt like a call to action, to be inspired and chase what feels most alive. Please, won't you bring me a cup of tea that calls to mind passion and the pursuit of one's dreams? That is what I desire most right now. That's extremely specific for tea. Ha, indeed it is. Perhaps my more poetic side has gotten the better of me today. But if anyone can deliver the lofty expectations, by goodness, surely you can. Please simply do as you feel. Any cup of tea you bring me will be perfect. Okay. Well, I have a request actively, but I saw one of these guys messing around with a... Here it is. A package. A lost parcel. Something to drop into the mail. Something I'm excited to do. Now, we should plan... Oh, wait. The workshop's here. Okay, that's cool. I didn't notice that before. Glad I figured that one out with my big old brain, but not really. It's not that big, I promise. We've returned a lost parcel. Very good. Okay, so I want to check my tasks here. Wait. Sweeping and weeding, we've done... Oh, wait, requests. That's what I want. A fruit flavor that brings to mind passion. So... what's going to bring to mind passion? It's not the chip. It's probably not the puff pod. You know, it's not going to be the mess berry. Not Vredel. It's not Azzy's flower. It's not Pell melon. Biteberry, maybe? Returning to a time of innocence? I don't think it's the Wailing tree. I think it's going to be the messberry. I don't know for sure. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I miss all of my trinkets. I really do. I like the trinkets a lot. It's actually very sad that we don't have trinkets. Oh well. All right, let's... Do we want to make tea? Do we have time? You know what? We should read about economics. It should be actually in the miscellaneous. There we go. Professor Currency's Guide to Economics. Here, I am reading too fast. I really do want to read. Let's read in the library. I think it'd be a nice spot to bring a book. Professor Currency's Guide to Economics, Volume 1. Welcome, reader, to the vast, strange, unfathomably beautiful, unfathomably terrifying world of economics. If you picked up this book, it's because you've made the decision to dedicate your life to the study of economic theory. You've chosen well. My name is Professor Currency, and I'll be your guide on this multi-volume dissection of the many fascinating facets of economics. First, an admonishment. Do not be daunted by the complex nature of what you're about to read. The pursuit of economic study is demanding, rigorous, and often physically painful. This is normal. Pain is economics entering the body. Rest assured that whatever struggles you face in comprehending this knowledge, you'll be rewarded tenfold once you fully understand it. Armed with a fierce comprehension of economic theory, you will become an unstoppable machine of intellect and charisma. So where to begin? How does one dive into a field as rich and dense as economics? Well, let us start with a brief history. Economics did not exist prior to the Crimson Age. Up until this time, all goods and services were given random values. These values could change arbitrarily at any time for any reason. A loaf of bread might cost 10 grimlets in the morning, and then 3 p.m. the price could suddenly leap to 85,000 grimlets. And while the price could then drop to half a grimlet at 4 p.m., by then the bread market was already in shambles. It was a terrible way to live, and every day tens of thousands of people died simply from overexerting their brains trying to figure the system out. However, at the beginning of the Crimson Age, the government decided that enough was enough. Their solution was to form the Special Committee to Stop Money-Related Thinking Deaths, which gathered once every 3 months for an hour to discuss and deliberate on a brand new system of valuing goods and services. And after 6 months of congregation, they had invented the system which we use to this very day: economics. Under this new and profound ideology, goods and services would be given prices that correspond directly with their value. It was a change that produced drastic and immediate impact upon the entire world. While many were happy to have a consistent and reliable method of valuing items, for others it was disastrous. A significant number of merchants had gotten rich selling services like a cold bag of gross ugly rocks, by simply waiting for the exact moment when their service was very reasonably priced, while all other services were completely unaffordable. Yet, while there was complaint, here I am flipping letters. For the most part, this new system was widely accepted and adopted. Quickly, vendors began to ask questions like, what will customers actually want to pay money for? And is there a situation where the market values a cold bag of gross ugly rocks more than literally all other commodities? These questions became the cornerstone of economic study, and the ugly rock test is the first principle taught in most 101 economics classes. While it is certainly true that the specifics of market value are quite different today than they were in the Crimson Age, the fundamental underlying tenets of economic theory are the same now as they were back then. It continues to be true that consumers want things and are willing to pay for a good if the price is commensurate with its value. It continues to be true that a cold bag of gross ugly rocks is a tremendously difficult, though not impossible, item to advertise as being the most valuable commodity a person can possibly own. And it continues to be true that everybody wants to make money, which means that, in some sense, everybody is an economist. Of course, some of us are more of an economist than others, so we went to school for it and physically fought one another tournament style in gladiatorial arenas to earn our diplomas. But on more of a theoretical and not very real level, every single person in today's world is an economist. This concludes our discussion of the history of economics, but what are the practical implications of economic theory in today's world? How can economics best be used for personal gain? And what about that economist combat tournament I mentioned and the light implication of packed arenas around the world where such tournaments are held? Several of these questions will be answered in Professor Currency's Guide to Economics Volume 2. Join me in the next book as we dive further into the unfathomably, unintelligibly, illegibly beautiful world of economics. Oh, that was a lot. But we completed the book. And we're not any smarter or wiser, which is also to be expected, as our brains were sent into a whirlwind of economics. Unintelligibly, unfathomably, illegibly. That's economics. And now for the mail. To the person who put my lost parcel in the mail, thank you for your good deed. You returned my parcel when it would have been easy to walk off with it yourself. The package contained a secret cloak, the only one of its kind, invaluable to me. I have attached a photograph of myself wearing the cloak to show you its majesty. Without your generosity, I would be truly lost. Thank you again, Olivia, the Owlmancer. Oh, pretty. Oh my god. Where do we put this? Of course, right next to our demon hunter. Wait, no! There's more to it, right? Wait. Do we have a bigger? We do. Hold on. Here? Oh, much better. What a great fit. That is so cool. What an awesome cloak. I mean, right? I mean, that was an awesome cloak. Okay. I need to make a mental note for next time, because we're not going to be able to make this tea. The messberry is probably not what it is, right? It's going to be the biteberry, times of innocence, when you have passions in the world and such. Biteberry. Say it 3 times fast. Biteberry. Okay. Not to sound like... Wait, what's going on? Did someone else come? Who the heck are you? Oh dear. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm gonna see you next time. We need time to process. My name's DuffKing56. This has been Wanderstop. Thanks so much for stopping by. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out and bye-bye.